everyone. Welcome again to our Balance and Harmony Hour. Today, Tuesday, the 17th of March 2026. We've been having a series of stress, understanding stress series. We have been having it for some time now. So today we'll continue with the topic building a stress resistant life. That's the topic we'll be talking about today, building a stress resistant life. And what are the things you can do to build a stress resistant life? You have to know that many of us will try to remove stress completely from our life. from from our life. If I speak German, many of us will try to remove stress completely from our life, but it's not possible for you to completely remove stress from your life. Let me see if I can. From our life. It's not possible for you to completely remove stress from your life. It's not possible. Stress is part of this life that we are living. Stress is part of it. So you have to understand it and flow with it that way. You have to understand it and flow with it that stress is part of life. It's part of our life. The stress, you know, and stress will always exist. Will always exist. Four weeks ago or 5 weeks ago, we talked about good and bad stress. Good stress will always exist and we embrace it because they make us grow, they make us achieve things. And bad stress, we need to understand it and manage it. You understand? So the real question you need to be asking yourself is, how do we build a life that can handle this stress without breaking down? How do you and I build a life that will handle this stress without breaking down? And that is what I call the stress resistant life. And when I talk about stress free living, this is what I mean. Not that there'll be no stress. No, if there is no stress, then you are not alive. If there is no stress, you will not grow, you will not achieve anything. So when I talk about stress free living, I'm talking about you being able to handle stress without it breaking you down. Stress resistant life. So a stress resistant life does not mean that you have a stress free life. It means that your mind, your body, and your lifestyle are strong enough to absorb stress without collapsing. That means your mind, your body, and your lifestyle are strong enough to absorb stress without collapsing. And I keep using that example of a container. That is, for you to have a stress resistant life, you should have, if this is your life, your stress level should never come so high, talk less of it overflowing. You need to put sieves, holes here, that is your resistance to always reduce the stress level down so that you can never come up, so that you can never overflow, because stress is a part of life. Stress is a part of life. It's how you handle it so that you don't break down, that is stress resistant. So anything I want you to take home today is, one, stress is a part of life. It's going to happen, both the good stress and the bad stress. Two, the way you handle it matters, and I'm teaching you how to handle it without you breaking down. That is our topic. So there are different areas of our life that we need to handle, that will help our mind, that will help our body to handle stress, absorb it without collapsing. The number one thing you can do is your sleep. Your sleep. I'm talking about 6 things you can do to absorb stress, to face stress without it breaking you down. Number one is sleep. Sleep is a strong stress regulator. That means stress will come. Anytime stress comes, especially the bad one, you need to recover and complete that stress cycle. You need to regulate it. So sleep is one good stress regulator. Sleep is part of rest. Rest is the mama of them all, the mother of them all, because you can rest in different areas, but sleep is one of them. So sleep is one of our strongest stress regulator. Listen, someone that does not sleep, that has not slept for 48 hours, equivalent to somebody that drank alcohol, that cannot, when somebody drinks alcohol and they stop them on the road, the police stop them on the road and wants to control if they drank. You now ask them, how many fingers do I have? Ask them to walk on a straight line. That's the same thing with somebody that is deprived of sleep over 48 hours, over 40 to 72 hours. That's how important sleep is. That's how important sleep is. So when your sleep is poor, and poor in the sense of the length of time and the intensity that you sleep, you are going to become emotionally unstable when your sleep is poor. You're going to have you're going to be emotionally stable. Your decision making will be weak because you just want to just and either you don't want to make decisions, or you make decisions so badly because you lack sleep. So if you join me, let me know where you're joining me from, be it on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. I really appreciate your comments, and I'll appreciate your share, and I'll appreciate your suggestion. I really would appreciate it. And if you know that you need your organization, be it your club or your school or your work, need somebody to come and talk to your team, your club, about stress, how can they can manage stress, how they can achieve that balanced way of living, I am here. Send me that DM and we organize. Sometimes it's just a 1 or 2 hours workshop specifically for your team, for your life, for your what they call it, your club, specifically for them. So sleep. When you have poor sleep, you become emotionally unstable. Your decision making skills become weak because you're going to have brain fatigue. The next one, you are feeling overwhelmed. Like I said, as if someone that is drunk. You are feeling like somebody that is drunk. That is what stress, lack of sleep does to you. So somebody that sleeps 5 hours, 4 hours a day constantly reacts more emotionally to somebody that sleeps 7 to 8 hours daily. Small problems becomes big problem just because you did not sleep well. Small problems become big problems just because you don't sleep well. So you need to watch your sleep. Recommended is 8 hours of sleep, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, depending on your sleep requirement, but at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep is needed. And I will say this: there might be some periods of your life, there might be some times, some seasons in your life, and it's just a short period whereby you can go without sleeping long. This is maybe you have an exam, like my daughter would say, Mama, you say you have to burn the midnight candle. Yes. So you have exams and you are sleeping just 4 hours for that short period, is okay. But you have to be careful because sometimes you don't sleep, and during your exam you are exhausted, you have brain fatigue, and you cannot even do your exams. So even in those periods, you have to be careful that at least have your minimum sleep hours. But normally, all things being equal, you need 6 to 8 hours sleep a day. You understand? And you are fit to go. So some of the things that you can do that will help you to improve your sleep are: one, before we go to bed, you're going to reduce your phone use. I know this is difficult for a lot of us because all of us, we are so much dependent on our phones. But I tell you, we are dependent on our phone because we want to be dependent on our phone, because there are other means we can use to do the things we do on our phone. So it's very important that you reduce phone usage if possible before bedtime. Someone like me, I love to listen to meditation before going to bed and play a game before going to bed, but I always have my time whereby I have to drop down every single thing. Another thing that can help you to improve your sleep is having a consistent sleeping time. Is it 8 o'clock? Is it 9 o'clock? Is it 10 o'clock in the night? Anytime you choose, be consistent with it. Your body will get used to it. People around you will get used to it, that this is our sleeping time. So have a consistent sleeping time. Allow your mind to slow down before you go to bed. So I don't want to go so much into sleep because we have other points to talk about. but sleep is a very big topic. I think I would put a link on about the video I did on stress sleep cycle. I'll put a link, because sleep is not a matter of how long you sleep. It's also how well, how deep you can sleep, and that your mind is not running everywhere. It depends a lot on that. So when you have better sleep, you have better stress resistance. You are fit. Sometimes, like I've always said it in my video, sometimes some things that you're trying to do in the night and it's not working, it's taking you longer. When you sleep and wake up the next morning, you see that you are doing it faster, your mind is clearer, sharper. So don't play with your sleep. It's a good stress resistant system. Okay. Second one is your nervous system. Your nervous system. You see, when we are faced with stress, when we are faced with stress, any kind of stress, be it good stress, be it bad stress, your body is ready to fight or run or to freeze. That is the natural way God has made your body to respond to stress. If not, none of us will survive. Your body is made to survive. Your body is made to survive. Your body is made to survive. The only thing is that your body was not made, or that is not made to stay in that survival mode forever. No, but your body is made to survive. So when stress hits you, the first thing you react, either you fight, you run away, or you freeze, which is okay for that period. You can imagine a lion, you just see a lion that is pursuing you, start running, start running, start running. If that lion never stops pursuing you, it will definitely get to you, because how long will you run? How long will you run? So that is stress. But most of the time, we find ourselves that that lion can be our email, can be the way we are living our life, and we'll continue to run, we'll continue to run. Now you get tired, you get weak, your heart rate, your blood pressure, everything will get affected, So this affects our nervous system. So when we stay too long in this survival mode, that of course our body was made to, but not to stay there for a long time, to affect your mood. So just imagine someone that has been running for a long time. To affect your mood, to affect your health, to affect your focus. Those are the three things that is going to affect if you continue to stay in that survival stressful mode. Your mood will be affected, your health will be affected at the end, your focus will be affected at the end of the day. So you need to regulate your nervous system to stay stress resistant. So a stress resistant person learns to reset their nervous system quickly. Something happened, they react immediately, they try to calm down. Something happens, they react, then the next thing they do, they try to calm down. Nobody's asking you not to be angry, nobody's asking you not to fight, nobody's asking you not to run away. But after that, you need to recover, reset immediately, or else you'll be working in that high tension for a long time. I made a video, I know, sorry, I made a post that normally this um prefrontal cortex is where our brain makes decisions all the time, normally. But when there is so much stress, our brain will go and start making the amygdala. Oh, the name has left me. It will go there to start making the decisions instead of your frontal cortex to be making that decision. Amygdala. I mean, this word is just in my tongue. It's just leaving me. Egal, doesn't matter. So it goes there to make the decision instead of it to make the decisions in the front. This prefrontal cortex here. So you feel that, okay, I'm still functioning. Yes, you are still functioning, but how are you functioning? How are you functioning? You need to go back. Your brain needs to leave where you were making those decisions. You need to come back and make the decision rightly. You need to come down, come back and make the decisions rightly. You need to come back and make that decision rightly. I'm trying to get the name of that um, part of the brain. Amygdala. amygdala. Sometimes I find it difficult to pronounce amygdala. That is, before normally your brain makes the decision, your frontal brain called the prefrontal cortex. But in a stress situation, your amygdala makes that decision. But your amygdala cannot continue to make that decision. It's too much. You have to reset it and give back that decision making, that living back to your prefrontal cortex. This is you resetting your nervous system. Now, I've said all these things. How do you reset your nervous system? It's not as hard as it's supposed to be. But the problem is that some of us don't even know that is the way we reset our nervous system. Some of us know it and we don't do it. Some of us don't accept it. They are so simple. Why should they reset your nervous system? They do reset your nervous system. They're very simple thing. Simple as taking a walk. That tension that has come to your body and you go out to go and walk or jog or dance, you are releasing it away. Those tension in your muscles and everywhere, you are trying to reset your nervous system by going for a walk. So if you get angry, go for a walk. If you are tense, go for a walk. That's one. Two, like I always say, your breathing exercise. Breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Even when you are not tense, even when you are not resetting your nervous system, deep breathing is a way to um, increase your capacity to take in stress. Stretching, stretching your muscles. When you stretch your muscles, you are increasing your capacity to take in stress. Then short breaks. Some of us, like me, you love to work 4 hours, 5 hours without a break. The highest you should work without taking a break is 4 hours. But best is for you to take a break every 60 hours, 60 minutes. Some people say even every 30 minutes, take a 2, 3 minutes break. Do something different. Stretch your body, do your deep breathing, do whatever you need to do, but learn to take short breaks. It will give your brain energy, more oxygen to continue to work. These are very important. That movement you are doing, that your deep breathing, that your stretching, is telling your body you are safe again. That lion that is pursuing you is gone. That stress factor that is getting you all worked up has gone. So your body will now calm down. Your body will now calm down. So that is the way you can regulate your nervous system. So please learn it. Learn it. Anytime you are under stress, you've gotten angry already, then you bring yourself down. Number three way that you can have a stress resistant life, and this particular one is a bit more prophylaxis. And that means when you do this particular one, you are preventing that stress from even starting. Is for you to create a structure in your life. Where there is no structure, where there is chaos, stress automatically increases. Everything is urgent, everything is important, everything becomes overwhelming. But once you just bring in structure, a simple plan, everything now has a way, a simple morning routine, clear priorities, time structure, your mental overload reduces and you find that you achieve more. Just write down, today is Tuesday. What are the things I want to do? One, two, three, four. Write them down. That plan, that structure will guide you. And when I wake up in the morning, what do I do? That routine will guide you. Oh, I have 5 things to do. What is the most important thing that is also urgent? Write them down. Those things will help you reduce your mental overload because we carry stress in our body and also in our mind. That's what we learned at the beginning. You carry stress in your body and also in your mind. So a simple morning routine, a simple evening routine, time blocking, structure, planning will help you reduce stress. Like I said, this particular one is the one that help you not to even get to that stage whereby you need to reset. if you are able to structure your life. So if you need help structuring your life, you're a mom, you're a woman, you're a man, whoever you are, you really need that help to structure your life, your morning routines. You need to, how do I clear my priorities? How do I know what I should be doing first? How do I do time blocking? I really need help with those things. How to create the different types of time blocking. There's the Pomodoro style. There are different types, and you really need help with it. Contact me. I can help you create different plans that will also help you. Number four, very important, is you to manage your energy more than you manage your time. Time management is important. Time management has to do with time blocking and things like that, and priority. But managing your energy helps you much more. Managing your energy helps you much more, and that is what a lot of people ignore. A lot of people ignore. Stress will grow when your energy is always low. When your energy is always low, stress will grow. When your energy is always low, stress will grow. Someone that works 10 hours without break will not be as productive as somebody that puts in breaks. That person will be more productive because the person is conserving their energy, or rebuilding their energy up with those breaks. Also, managing your energy also entails you entails you knowing exactly what kind of a person that you are. Are you a morning person? Like for me, if I want to go to the gym, if I don't go to the gym early in the morning, or in the morning, or in the afternoon, hardly would you find me going to the gym in the evening, because I want to do brain work, or what you can see me doing is going for a walk, but you'll not find me in the gym in the evening. So if I put my gym time in the evening, know that I'm not going to go to the gym, because I've now known where my highest energy level is. And you can always increase your energy levels by drinking a lot of water. Sometimes we forget it, but try and remember it. Put things around you that can help you to increase your water intake. It helps you prevent headaches, prevent drowsiness, swindle, feeling a bit dizzy. Drinking a lot of water helps that. Movement helps you to conserve your energy. Exactly. Setting boundaries, knowing what drains you and avoiding it, knowing the places, the people, the things that drain you, and avoid it. For me, for example, scrolling through Facebook is draining. That's why I give myself time. I say, okay, let me keep myself up to date with what is going on. And I give myself time to go into Facebook. I can watch a film for hours because the film is not draining. But Facebook for me is draining, because you watch a video, the next video is about something else, the next video is about something else, the next video is about something else. You are being thrown to 1,000 places in a short time. So know what drains you and put boundaries to those things. This is you conserving your energy. Energy management increases your productivity, it increases your mood. It increases your mood. So the fifth one is building healthy relationship. We've talked about sleep. We've talked about you regulating your nervous system. We've talked about you creating structure in your life. Now we talked about you managing your energy. The fifth one is building healthy relationship. Relationship can either increase or decrease stress. This one is clear. Your relationship can easily either increase stress in you or reduce stress for you. Supportive relationship dey create emotional safety. No matter what you are going through, if I call this person, even just this person listening to me, you're already down. So somebody knowing that when they are overwhelmed, they can call one person and talk to them, that can immediately reduce stress. You know, isolation has been proven to increase emotional pressure, especially for people that have not learned to be by themselves. If you have not really learned to be by yourself, that is a skill you need to learn, because in life there are so many times whereby you're on your own. You're on your own. So it's a skill you need to learn to be by yourself. but generally isolation will increase your emotional pressure. So having knowing that you have somebody to talk to, have that healthy relationship that you talk to somebody without judgment, without criticism. The person will tell you the truth. The person will catch you, where exactly where you are, can help you become stress resistant, because okay, I'm having a bad day, I'll talk to this person. The person is like reducing my stress. I'm able to continue working. That is it. You understand? Maybe at work things are not going well, but you have that person, not one person at work that you can always go to and say, man, I just feel so angry right now. This person did this and did this and did this. You just saying it out. I know you're saying it out to a safe place has reduced the stress, has reduced the tension in you. Now, the person that you're talking to, if it is the right person, the person can just tell you a word and say, I think that person is having a bad day. I think whatever, whatever. That has gone further to reduce the tension in you. You can go back to work feeling lighter, feeling lighter. So having healthy relationship matters a lot. So part of healthy relationship is communicating um honestly with those people, and having them also communicate with you honestly, and you also asking for support. Sometimes we have very good friendship, but we don't ask them, we don't communicate with them, we don't ask them for support. And the third one is you also being a support to them, you also being there for them, you also catching them up when they are also down. So healthy relationship, they strengthen stress resistance. Even the Bible says that one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000, three then is increasing. So that is what healthy relationship does for us. The sixth one I'll talk about today is having the right mindset. How are you seeing things? How do you see that problem? Stress resistant people, they do not avoid problem, but they interpret it differently. They see a challenge, they see a problem, they see it as a challenge, and they don't see it falling apart. They ask, immediately there's a problem, they ask themselves, what can I do? What is the solution? They don't just sit down and be analyzing and be digesting the problem. They're looking for solutions. They're looking for the way out. You understand? So if you have that kind of positive mindset, you become stress resistant. What is the next step I've taken? This has happened. What is the next step I'm taking? This problem is there. What can we do? So if you are asking yourself those questions, you are shifting your mindset in the right way. So, like I always say, challenges and change are normal in life. The same way stress is normal in life, but the way you see it, do you see the cup half full or do you see the cup half empty? But I can tell you that a positive outlook, a having hope, seeing things in a positive way, gives you strength to face it, gives you strength to find a solution. If you are in a cave and you think that there's no way out, you will not even start to look for a way out. But if you are in a cave and you now believe, there must be a way out, you start to look for a way out. And the difference in two of you, if two of you don't get out, is that one person lived lived for some time more than the other person, because that minute that person thought there's no way out, the person starts to decay and starts to die. But you that was thinking, oh, there is a way out, you're giving yourself life, reason to live for. And having a reason to live for is you being stress resistant. And a stress resistant life is not built in a day, it's built through you having your daily habits, through you having your and those daily habits, they can strengthen your mind. Affirmations, I've not talked about affirmations for a long time. Affirmations are a great way of you strengthening your mind and your body movement and your relationship. So we're talking about your mind, your body, and relationship can make you to become stress resistant. So when you build that kind of life, you learn to sleep more. You learn your mood becomes stabilized. You begin to your production increases. Your relations become healthier. Stress is no more controlling you. You start controlling your situations. You start controlling the things you can control. Let me leave you with some questions, and I'd love to read your answers. Is which area of your life is creating most stress for you right now? Which area of your life? Is it your work? Is it work pressure? Is it relationship? Is it that you yourself, you're not finding out time for yourself? Type it in the comment section so that take 1 minute to reflect. Which area of my life is giving me stress now? Type it in the comment section. That's the first thing I want you to do. Then ask yourself, when I feel stressed, what's the first thing that I do? When I feel stressed. So when you feel stressed, what's the first thing that you do? Do you go to sleep? Do you rest? Do you that no, more better. When you have gone through stress, or when you're going through stress, what do you do? Because now your all your hormones are high and everything. Do you go and sleep? Do you go for a walk? Do you talk to somebody? Or do you find time to be on your own? What really helps you? Do you really know what helps you? Do you go and pray? Prayer is being part of being by yourself. Or do you have someone that you can always call and talk to? Or can you go and just move your body? What do you do when you are feeling that stress, or when you're in a stressful situation? And what helps you when you do that? I would love to read that. And the last thing I want to ask you is that, what is one small habit today that you know that you can start that will help you become more rest and stress resistant? Write it. What is one thing that you can start doing today that will help you to become more stress resistant today? Is it sleeping? Are you going to, with sleep, are you going to put in the time you want to go to bed and the time you want to get up and the things you want to do before you go to bed? Or do you say, now I'll start going to the gym, I'll start strolling 2 to 3 times in a week, you know? Or would you say, I'll start building healthy relationships, people I can really count on when I'm stressed? These are the questions you should ask yourself and try to answer. Listen, if you continue the way you are doing right now and nothing changes, and you don't change your lifestyle, you don't start doing habits that will help you to become stress resistant, stress will have the upper part in your life. And the truth is that you'll be saying, I'm not feeling it now. You must not feel it now. You must not feel the effect of stress right now. The effect of stress that you are feeling today is what you did, what we did 5 years ago, what we did 10 years ago, we are feeling right now. So the effect of what you are allowing stress to do with you right now, you might see it in the next 1 year, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Sometimes immediately, yes, but sometimes it's compounds. So please make that decision today to live a life, a stress resistant life. And if you are listening to me and you've heard the things I talked about, and you feel you need an assistant, you need somebody to talk to, a particular part of your life, you're having stress, you're not organizing your life well, your sleep, you don't really understand yourself, your BP is high, um, you don't know how to incorporate movement into your life, your decision making is, your mood is low, all those things, I really need somebody to talk to. You can sign up for my Stress to Success program. I have a one-time clarity session, I have a 3 weeks intensive section, and I have a 3 month deep coaching session. Book any of them and you start your balanced life journey. God bless you. See you next time.